Hello, 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 and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. How you doing? Welcome to your Path of True Love reading for May, June 2020, or timeless whenever you come across it. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mel for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, and friend of many an Aquarian far and wide across this great land and beyond, apparently, because a lot of you Aquarians are kind of beyond, and we love that about you. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking the video, should you so like it. Subscribing, should you feel like you want more. Hitting the notification bell if you would like to know when I'm putting out more. Because I am putting out stuff pretty much every single day, getting us through this challenging time on planet Earth. Spiritual teacher, reader, healer, and all that jazz that I was born to be in this life. Got a lovely little community forming up, so if you want to join up, easy enough to do. Hit the notification bell when you subscribe, and feel free to comment in the comment section below. But let's get down to this read. It is a general read. It is a general Path of True Love reading, and we're doing a 7-card draw, right? Pulling 7 cards from 6 different decks. I have to make sure I say that very clearly and succinctly, obviously, to show you where you are on the Path of True Love. The Path of True Love is your hero's journey, your healing path, your spiritual path through the lenses of your relationships, because that's where the lessons of love are learned, right? It's all about becoming unconditional love, unconditionally loving the divine beings that we are, the embodiment of the higher self, the soul blessing and absorbing the ego, right? It's all about relationships. So that to me is what the Path of True Love is us becoming the love that we truly are. Soulmates, twin flames, all that jazz, secondary. This is your path. You with me? So trying to keep these relatively brief. I could easily turn these into an hour reading, but the upload times are ridiculous. I wouldn't be able to put out as much time, and the frustration would drive me crazy. So we're only doing a 7-card draw. When things go back to whatever the new normal is, moving forward to the new normal, I'll be able to get back to doing those long ones again someday, hopefully in our future. But for now, you focus on your breath, I focus on mine. I get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can. You take what resonates, leave what doesn't, so you can check your other signs. Let's have fun with this. Breathe. And we'll start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue. All the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. My angels, please, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the Path of True Love for May, June 2020, or timeless whenever they are meant to see it. What is the healing angel that's working with them from the Healing with the Angels Oracle? May, June 2020 on the Path of True Love. Dreams. Have you any dreams you'd like to sell? The thing about the card of dreams is that can mean different things, right? As much as, like, she's so sleepy. She's like, I'm tired out from my angel duty. I need a break. I need out, right? So, yeah, there are the sleepy dreams. I get that. Aquarians. You also have dreams for humanity. You also have the larger visionary intuition pieces of the puzzle divine plan et al, usually in mind being the fixed air stratosphere signs that you are, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So that humanitarian, egalitarian, I always like that word egalitarian, particularly in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the Aquarian card, the Crone of Blades is Eagle Woman, Ixchel. So that thing of the broader vision, right, very Aquarian, very Uranian. Look, I said it the nice way, without the joke for once, because I can feel that. I can feel like, yeah, pay attention to your dreams, but also encoded within our dreams, our heart's desires are part of our mission, and that's why we can't shake them, right? But that doesn't mean we have to be possessed by them or put our happiness so into the future based on a dream when we are all that we need right now. Everything that we need we have right here, right now. I know it don't seem that way, but so the dreams call us forward. Let's keep going. Breathe. I'm intrigued now. Please. How lucky for you. I am intrigued now. Nice deep breath. my goddesses, please, Athena, just spill the tea. Please, what's going on here for the Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Path of True Love read here. Really, the angel's talking about those dreams, and I can feel the visionary third eye aspect of that more than the sleepy time, gotta take a nap kind of dream. Like this feels bigger than that. So please, my goddesses, one card in clarity, the divine yin for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, May, June 2020. Please, just one card. One card, and that card, interestingly enough, is meditation. an air card for an air sign. Meditate, contemplate, go into the silence. This is ice fishing here. That is not done quickly. Right? You gotta tune yourself to what's going on to feel that fish come to the surface of the water. So you got that one shot, right? So, but it is that stillness, it is that silence, but it can also certainly mean contemplation. Really, the Seven of Blades, we're really looking at an opportunity here to think some things through, or at least witness the mind as it thinks things through. They just gave me like processing data, right? It's like it's a big download, your dream, and it's got to be taken in bits, can't be done all at once, right? Buffering. It's like take the time to process it, do the meditative work, particularly from the goddess. It is more of that yin. It's like go within, focus within, and contemplate is slightly different than meditate, in my opinion. It's more Western. To me, contemplation is like taking a mantra and working it through, you know, the mental, the emotional, the physical. It's more that where meditation, that word means so many different things to so many different people. So let's see what's the action part of this. What is the divine masculine aspect? We'll ask the gods. Nice deep breath. My gods, please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for May, June 2020 are timeless, please. My gods, for these Aquarians, the angels are talking about dreams, and I do feel them big dreams. And the goddess is talking about contemplation, meditation, Seven of Blades, some stillness, not necessarily action-oriented. That card of meditation, Seven of Blades, for the divine feminine. So what have you got for them in terms of the divine masculine? Ooh! Well, the Gemini card, the Dioscuri. Let's see if we can get that light to pop off. There we go. Right? So the twins, self-expression, communication, stay open to learning. That there might very well be some mutable air messages coming in. Could it involve somebody of Gemini way, shape, or form along the path? Of course it could, but the sense I'm getting here is that there are messages coming in as well. Mutable air, a changing of the mind. Now you're fixed air, and certainly I'm going to say meditation is more of a fixed air thing, but this is talking about some mutability. So, again, they always give me this image, though, of a bee going from flower to flower to flower to flower, like in terms of gathering information and expressing yourself, like that's easy enough to do with a digital device. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can gather your information, do your research, and maybe even communicate. The self-expression, third house, Gemini stuff, they're communicating your dream. But I'm just going to tell you, I learned this from Florence Scovel-Shin, one of the videos that I'm putting out. I forget which one of the ones from my my teaching days. I found the meditation. Oh, Casting Burdens. Florence Scovel-Shin. It was in one of her books. She essentially said, don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers. Like, if you have this dream, if you have this idea, don't hand it to people that you know that their job is to pop your bubble. It's like, unless you want it popped, right? There's something about keeping the energy to yourself here. But if you are going to share, particularly what's going on in your meditative life, be careful. Just saying. I mean, I'm used to it. People can say whatever they want about me. I'm a public witch. I'm a public professional witch. Gay, long, purple-haired witch at that. So if you're not dealing with that, you can probably find forums that you can express yourself and exchange information. The next deck is where we get the double dip. We're going to take half of the Love Pack by Chuck Spezzano, this problem suit, and we're going to balance it out with the other half of the deck, the luck, the suit of luck, the suit of healing, and the suit of grace. Let's see what we get, shall we? Nice deep breath. Clavicle. My Ascended Master is good. I'm glad that made you laugh. But they were like, what was that? See, we do have free will. If I can make an Ascended Master laugh, that means we had to have shocked them in some way. So there has to be. Who knows? My Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity. What is the problem? Because there's always going to be a problem on the path to true love. It's not much drama if it's all protagonist and no antagonist. So what is the problem? What is the situation? What is the grain of sand in the belly of the oyster that will make the pearl of wisdom for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for May, June 2020 or timeless? Top of the deck, I'll be glad to. Thank you. Lack of self-worth. Well, there we have it. Nothing like the cold splash of water in the face that is the problem suit in this deck, the famous womp 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 womp. Now, by the way, that doesn't necessarily mean that's yours. Dealing with lack of self-worth in others seems to be prevalent as well, right? So if you're working on yourself, that doesn't mean, oh, you're not doing it right. It might mean that you are going to be faced with people, places, or things that are either vibrating on that level of lack of self-worth, because really our true worth is with the divine children. We inherit the love, the power, and the wisdom of the gods, but we're in process still. We're like caterpillar stage still. Although we might be a little bit more in the cocoon right now, come to think of it, like a planet Earth. Oh, line it up with a metaphoric path of transformation like the caterpillar to the butterfly. Who's not dealing with that lack of self-worth? But we are all divine children, each and every one of us, worthy beyond count. We're worth this universe and 10 billion more just like them. Thank you very much. Well, that's the multiverse for you. So let's get the balancer here for this lack of self-worth. My Ascended Masters, since you're going to whack them in the third eye with that, what do you got? The piece of luck, the piece of guidance, the piece of grace for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon. Oh, playing with the camera light too. Okay. I know you're here. You know, one card in clarity. We're having fun with them. Give them something sweet though for our aqua lungs. Really, something really on the nose or the third eye for them, please, on the path of true love for May, June 2020 or timeless. Oh, hit you in the third eye, all right? Truth. Boom, right? Bam. Truth. The healing card of truth. Well, for someone who's got a lot of thought going on in terms of your dreams and any lack of self-worth, honey, that problem will be solved by seeing the truth of who you are and the truth of who we all are. And on the path of true love, this can be about a relationship, but this can also be about your relationship to the world. What your place in all of this is. That's why path of true love readings, I don't know how I can express it to people. They're different than the other relationship spreads, like twin flames and soulmates. This is your path. This is like I would call it the hero's journey. I mean, and I could do a hero's journey spread. Just take the stages of the hero's journey and put it in a numeric order in a pattern and poof. Great. Now people wrote, but those would be long. Those would be really, really, really long and involved. This is sort of like that. That where you are on the path of true love, you're going to have to deal with your lack of self-worth or someone else's. And remember, people can use lack of self-worth to manipulate too. It's called being covert. It's the inferior ego, but they can still be passive, aggressive, and bursting with codependence. Yeah. So let's get a little look-see-dooksy here from. Oh, I think I need a sip. Oh, thank Goddess for Wonder Mug. The Healing Mantra deck by Kahn. Shall we? Let's get you a healing mantra, right? So if you're going to have meditation, you have a mantra that you can work. Now, if you're watching my channel, depending on the day of the week, if I'm using those cards, or your Path of True Love, or What Do I Need read, it's like I always sling a mantra from this deck since I got them. They're wonderful. It's rare you'll find me do a reading without them. They're good. They're good. I highly recommend the deck, and I don't get any kickbacks or money. There's no product placement here. Been very, very helpful for me and my clients, just saying. Shall we dance? Breathe. My Ascended Masters, you who brought us the cards of lack of self-worth and truth, right? So the problem and the healing, appreciative, I'm sure. Please, what is the healing mantra then for this Aquarian collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for May, June 2020. Yeah, I feel it too. The perfect healing mantra for them, please. Just the one, just the one, just the one. Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. No, only I have to feel good about my choices. No, only I have to feel good about my choices. No, only I have to feel good about my choices. It's a really, really, and people will take that to the ego, will take to the show. Well, that means I can do whatever I want, burn down the house. It's like, yeah, but not when you're coming from a healthy space, right? Only I have to feel good about my choices. Thank you very much. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desires without needing permission from others. That's why I'm single. Right there. As codependency fades, you are able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages of their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. Guilty. Guilty, you made me feel. No, I didn't. That's your process, and nor did you make me feel. You getting what this is laying down? This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics, because we learned it from somewhere, cultivating emotional freedom, hello, and reclaiming personal power. Only, no. Oh, excuse me, only I have to feel good about my choices. Thank you very much. Right? That people-pleasing stuff. Oh, no. I'm learning still how to serve without being a people pleaser, and part of it comes down to and what? I mean, it really does. You do the best that you can, and you can't please all the people all the time. It's a healthy way of doing this. This is a really lovely reading for you. Let's get your last card down though, shall we? From the Whispers of Love Oracle, a message from the higher selves. I like to end these with that, because at the end of the day, you could simplify all of this by saying the path of true love is the interrelationship of your personality, your inner child, and your higher self. And in there is the soul and the ego and just that whole spectrum. But if you wanted to keep it simple, it's your higher self, it's your consciousness where you are, and it's your inner child, those three together. So let's get you a message from the collective higher self for the aqua lungs. Breathe. So sparkly. The higher selves of all involved, please. For the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love, what is your whisper of love for them? Really, the angels are talking dreams, and I get it. They got heart's desires, and they got them as big as the universe. And that Seven of Blades on the yen, maybe to meditate on that, maybe just to bask in that thought, right? And to just think those thoughts and be there. But with that Knight of Swords, certainly an aspect of self-expression and communication there with the twins. They might be feeling, I want to, but I don't. I understand that. Lack of self-worth on the table. That does make sense. Healed with truth. That the truth of who you are is you're fine. You're a divine being like everybody else. But only I have to feel good about my choices from the Ascended Masters with that. So the choice as to whether you communicate or share your dream or not, only you have to feel good about that, and that do take time, and we can breathe through it. So the higher selves of all involved, what you got for them? Last card down for this Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, May, June 2020. You're timeless. You are limitless. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. What an inspirational reading. I think if I were to give an award, well, we still have Pisces to go, but I would say if I was going to give the most inspiration, if I were to write in its yearbook what it was, that this has been the most inspirational the path of true love, just in terms purely of an element. There's so much element of air here. You've got dreams, which yes are part water, the subconscious stuff, but more that element of air of the dreams and the visions, right? With that Seven of Blades, contemplation, meditation, and Gemini, mutable air, the communication, with that lack of self-worth there being a program, a thing to be healed, led to gold. We're all dealing with that on some level. But with truth, another element of air, an unraveling codependencies, which brings you into water. Only I have to feel good about my choices being fire. See the balance of the elements there. And from your higher self that you are limitless, that you can do anything you choose to do, literally. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. But who has to feel good about your choices? Only I, meaning only you have to feel good about my choices, because you are limitless. That's pretty rock and roll, my Aquarians. So, may the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need on the path of true love for May/June 2020, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they may evolve, that they may inspire us all with their out-of-the-box shenanigans, the rebels, the revolutionaries, the geniuses, the Uranians. May they be so blessed, and may we all be so blessed by them for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're feeling it, because you should be after that. Be feeling that. It's a really, really good read for you all. Good, not just in it was, accurate or not. I'll know by your comments or lack thereof. But in terms of the message giving, something that is very, very inspiring and uplifting, which is what I like tarot, etc. to do. Cool, cool. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the path of true love for May/June 2020. But for now, my Aquarians, my friends, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.